Hey, NOBTS and Level College, I hope that you're doing well today. Today is Wednesday, and we are plugging along once again. I want to give you a word of encouragement just very quickly from John chapter 15, verse number 2. John chapter 15, you'll remember verse number 1 through verse number 8. Jesus talks about how He's the vine, we're the branches, and it's this whole idea about abiding in Him and the fruit bearing that comes from that. And those are lovely thoughts, those are good thoughts. But there's also some hard parts about this as well, or I should say there's some hard realities associated with abiding in Christ and bearing fruit as the branch that's in His vine. He says this in verse number 2, "Every branch in me that does not bear fruit He takes away, and every branch that bears fruit He prunes, that it may bear more fruit." You know, the longer this pandemic goes on and the way it has an impact on our lives, both individually and then collectively, the more it seems to me that this is a season of great pruning in our lives. That individually, each of us are being pruned. As institutions and as churches, we're being pruned. That is to say, there's some things that we normally do, some normal habits and normal things that we do that just don't need to continue. And then there's some new things that we're doing during this time that maybe are actually healthy. And God is using this season to prune us. And I just want to put that before you today, that we think of it that way. And if as such, if that is what God is up to in our lives, then we would take that process seriously. And we would submit ourselves to Him in such a way that He can do His work of pruning and that we come out the other side bearing more fruit for His kingdom. And so be encouraged. God is at work in our lives, and I'm grateful to God for that. On that note, let me give you an update. I've mentioned over the last week or so that there's going to be a lot of student aid available for you this summer, and I want you to apply for that. We've had an overwhelming response by our donors. This is what's become very clear to us. They are concerned with you continuing on in your work. They do not want you to pause and to stop. They've come to the plate in a very significant way to provide some summer aid for you. So you need to apply for that summer aid. You need to register for summer classes and take it, because there's going to be assistance available for a lot of students this summer. And I hope you'll take advantage of that and continue on preparing to serve Christ wherever it is that He's going to call you one day. Just two other things very quickly by way of updates. Remember that we do have a prayer meeting, a student prayer gathering tomorrow at 11:30 Central Time. If you're a student, look for the email that's going to go out to you and you'll get that. Please do join us. That's a wonderful time for us to just be together and pray together. I hope that you'll join me tomorrow at 11:30. And then tomorrow night, if you're a resident of our campus, remember that we are now going to be doing another picnic in the front yard. It'll be spaghetti this week, and so you want to make sure that you RSVP for that on the Facebook page so that we know that you're coming and we can prepare accordingly. God bless you. We love you. Keep pressing on. I'm really proud of you and how you're doing. You've been faithful. You've been persistent, and it honors Christ, and I'm grateful to God to be a part of your family and to be on this journey with you. We'll see you the next time.